Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, and today we are going to go through my desk setup for 2025. So as 2025 comes to a slow close, I want to go through and show you what my desk setup is and what is involved as we go into 2026. I am in a new office space. I am in a small corner of my daughter's dance studio that we created during the summer. So what does that mean? I've been really fighting with echo. I do have some sound panels on the wall. In editing, I'm trying to voice isolate as much as I can, hence the reason why I'm using the mic and also the Shure SM7B with some of my videos just to get some voice isolation and just the way those mics work. So if you are watching on listening to certain devices, you may hear that echo, and we're going to try to improve that in 2026. Now let's get into the desk setup. So let's start with the desk itself. The desk is a Vivo 55 centimeter, 55 inches desk. If I am incorrect, I will put the stats here on screen for you to take a look. It is a sit-stand desk. It is a desk that I've transitioned to. My old desk was a lot larger. This one is a sit-stand desk. It is a manual sit-stand desk, unlike my other desk, which was electronic. It does the job. I've noticed using my old desk for a long time, I rarely use the stand position, which is probably a bad thing. However, I'm really using this desk just to accommodate the space that I have. And let's go to the chair. This is the Herman Miller Aeron chair. It is unbelievably comfortable. I've been using this since 2021. A lot of adjustments, lumbar support, etc. I haven't thought about getting a new chair as of yet, as this has been holding nice and strong. Now going on to the contents on my desk, you'll notice I'm running dual displays using the 27-inch Apple Cinema displays. Now, just for disclosure, I could really get away with one monitor. One of the main reasons why I use two is for video editing and for multitasking. I do like to position some entertainment on one of the displays and work on the other displays. May not work for most, however, it does work for me and it lets me get through the day. Now, on my desk as well, you'll notice that it is on a riser. If you are looking to see where all these contents are, take a look at the links below, because I did purchase these in different times, and I will have at least a link to where you can take a look if they're still available today. So what I love about the riser, it's a perfect height for my dual displays. In my old setup, I had monitor arms, and monitor arms are great. I just found that it was just a lot on my desk. This makes it nice and simple. Now, you'll notice on the left side of my desk, I'm using the Rodecaster Duo. This is my audio interface. This is where I do a lot of my podcasts that I do from my desk, and I will connect that through the Shure SM7B, and I actually use the Rodecaster Duo when I'm doing video conference calls, FaceTime calls, etc. When I'm doing meetings, just makes it nice and easy. Now, moving on to the actual desk pad, this is from Uppbeat. Absolutely love this desk pad. It has a nice spot where I can put my pens and my Apple Pencil when I'm using my iPad Pro. And it has this cool little wire management. I guess not wire management, but it's a magnetic weight that I have to have my USB-C whenever available to charge, let's say, my iPad or my Logitech MX Keys keyboard or my mouse, which I'm running, if we can talk about that right away, is still the Logitech MX Master 3S. I have not upgraded to the MX4. I upgraded from the MX3 to the MX3S. I am having no issues with it. I'm still loving it. My wrists are thankful for this mouse. It's great, it's comfortable, and no need just of yet to upgrade because the battery life is still good. The customization is set to where I want it, and it still works. The keyboard, I use 3 different keyboards from time to time. The keyboard that I use the most is actually the Logitech MX keys for a lot of reasons. It's got a backlit keyboard. I love the feel and the quietness of the keys. It does connect to 3 different devices, etc. It is my staple when I am typing for long periods of time. The one that I have on my desk right now is the Apple Magic Keyboard with Touch ID. And that just makes it really, really easy to log into my computer, as well as doing Apple Pay, etc., passwords. And that is really what Apple does really well to keep you in the ecosystem. If Apple just created a Touch ID separate from the keyboard, I definitely would be using that Touch ID with either the Logitech MX keys or the Apple Maker mechanical keyboard, THSE, that I have right here as well, which I do use, has great tactile feel, and it's just great to change it up. There's a couple of reasons why I don't use it most of the time. One, mainly that my wife's office is right above me, and it can be quite loud when we are working at the same time. Also on my desk pad, you'll also notice on the left side of my keyboard, I am using the Apple trackpad, the Magic trackpad in matte black. I absolutely love it. It just makes it easier on certain situations, especially when video editing, going left to right. Mostly the Logitech MX3S is all that I need just for certain situations, specifically, like I said, in video editing and even scrolling through websites. The trackpad just does the job just a little bit better. So I'm fortunate to have both the trackpad and the MX Master 3S on my desk. Now, the other things on my desk, which powers my whole setup, is my Apple Studio. It is the M2 Max. It's running, I believe, 64 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte hard drive. Again, if I'm incorrect, I will put the specs somewhere on the screen. I've had it for such a long time. It has been flawless. It's powerful enough to do the things that I do, which is video editing in Final Cut Pro in 4K, typically coming from my Sony cameras, and I typically always shoot in log. So that is the Sony FX30, which I'm filming right now, the Sony FX3, which is some of the B-roll for this video, and I also have the Sony a7 IV. So talking about the a7 IV, you'll see it's on the right side of my second monitor, and I do use that as one angle for my videos or podcasts, and also for my video conferencing. So if I want a crisper or better quality video, I'll typically use the a7 IV. Majority, I would say 80%, my video conferencing is actually just using the Apple Cinema displays with the built-in webcam. Just makes it nice, easy, especially if it's a last-minute call. But for those calls where I do want to be crisp and have the highest quality is when I'll use the a7 IV paired with the 24 millimeter GM lens. Okay, so what is left on my desk here is I do have an Alexa Echo, which is the Show 5, just small enough to sit beside my Mac Studio. And I have a CalDigit, the older model, the TS3 Plus, using Thunderbolt 3. It has extra ports for anything that I do need to plug into it, especially when I'm doing live streaming or if I'm doing video editing and I'm transferring multiple files over from different cameras, I will use the Cal Digit 3 Plus. And for my internet right now, I'm using the Google Nest Wi-Fi mesh system. It's the 2nd generation, so it is an older one. It does the job. No need to upgrade right now. I will be looking at something in 2026, so look forward to that if you're looking for a new mesh network in the future. Now, other than that, this is kind of a new staple on my desk, which is the Elgato Stream Deck. The Stream Deck is something that has been new, which I'm still testing out and using. I definitely currently am not using it to its full capability. For live streaming and shortcuts, it has been great. It just makes it that much easier. Now, I showed you earlier, but I am using the Rode mic stand PSA1 with the Shure SM7B. This has been, again, a staple on my desk. The mic has been unbelievable. I love this mic. I'm using, obviously, a different mic right now. And this just, I feel, makes my voice sound just a little bit better, a little bit deeper, and giving you that broadcast type sound. So that is my Shure SM7B. So there's one more thing on my desk that I have, which is this kitchen timer. Now, this kitchen timer literally is what I use to work more efficiently. It used the Pomodoro technique, where I will time when I'm working for 20 minutes, take a break, and then work 20 minutes again. Just focused work, which has helped me to do the things that I do, to organize my life. So I'm doing my 9 to 5, I'm doing YouTube, I am making sure that I have enough time for extracurriculars with my kids, and of course, just to rest so I can get everything done within a certain time period. This is my grid light that I have on the back as well. It's made by Newer. Again, I'll put those in the links below. And it does two things. One, when I'm on video conferencing calls, it gives me lighting. Also for these YouTube videos, it's a great backlight. And when I'm working at night and I don't want to put the studio lights on above, I'll literally just turn this light on, and it's enough light, and I put it on the lowest setting to show or light my keyboard, my mouse, and my working area. So hopefully you found value in this video, and if you are finding things that will help you to make your desk setup and elevate it just to the next level, there'll be some links below. Again, if you found value, you know what to do, and we'll catch you in the next one.